This aquarium is so amazing that we just couldn't get enough of it. After all the remarkable things we have seen, we still have one more stop to make, and this one really put a big smile on our faces. At the penguin exhibit, you will not only find a colony family of African penguins, but some rescued Rockhopper penguins as well. Yet this exhibition is a combination of different environments, as it is fashioned like a Western Cape river habitat with toads, platannas and a small selection of freshwater fish. But for the younger patrons of the aquarium, these stunning African penguins are a big attraction at this exhibit. Some of the African penguins are third generation captive bred birds as well as rescued birds. These penguins are breeding successfully. The chicks are released back into the wild under strict guidance to ensure the growth of this fascinating waterbird species. These penguins commonly breed on islands, but there are two land-based colonies at the Boulders and Betty's Bay. African penguins are currently regarded as vulnerable to extinction because of many human influences. I spoke to Musa about the aquarium and other interesting facts about the ocean. I think personally you have got the best job in the world.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yes, because when we started this whole journey through the aquarium, you mentioned to me that there's not only two oceans, there are actually three. Tell me more about that.
So, you see, officially, of course, we have the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, if you look at our name as well, being Two Oceans Aquarium,
yes.
So showcasing both animals on both oceans. But actually, where they meet, because first of all, obviously the Atlantic Ocean is cold,
yes,
and the Indian Ocean is warm.
Yes.
But where they actually meet, which is our Southern Ocean, so the Southern Ocean is a bit in between, so to speak. In fact, in our I&J Ocean exhibit, where we've got big stingrays and the turtles there, that is actually a good example of our sort of Southern Ocean, if you will.
Okay.
Because there we have animals from the southern, from our south coast all the way to the east. So some of the animals will get there, and they're actually from the Southern Ocean.
So are the fish the same? How do you know which fish are from colder water and which are from warmer water?
So generally, the fish that are from the warm waters would be pretty much colorful,
okay.
But remember, this is not always a must kind of thing, because you do get, I mean, if you look at this Kelp Forest over here, you do get, in fact, you'll see a stump, red stump nose elawan, which is kind of red, but whereas it's actually from the cold water.
Talking about it,
there
he comes.
That's the guy with a very good looking face.
Yes, absolutely.
But by the way, what's interesting about that fish, they are actually born normal, but the older they grow, then the forehead comes up. So that one is a mandala, basically. So yes, Indian Ocean, the fish are pretty much colorful as the water is nice and warm, and then the Atlantic Ocean is pretty much very cold.
Okay.
And most of the fish that you find, in fact, this is a prime example. Most of the fish in the Atlantic Ocean, they are pretty much silver in color, and which is pretty much what you see here.
Okay. Musa, this behind us now is a kelp forest. Why? We've been seeing it all along the coastline as we've been traveling, and I'm sure we're going to see more of them. What can you tell me about it?
The Kelp Forest is actually one of my favorite exhibits in the building, because there's a lot going on here. The kelp mainly grows in cold waters, so which means you will find kelp forest in all the cold oceans of the world. But here in South Africa, the West Coast is the best place for it. Pretty much any beach here in Cape Town along our Cape Coast is full of kelp. But the Indian Ocean side, the chances are you won't find kelp there. It is a very, very important seaweed for a number of reasons. Number one, it's quite interesting because it is actually the fastest growing seaweed in the world.
Okay.
I mean, under ideal conditions, it grows super, super fast. And then, but most importantly, all of us, we actually do benefit from the kelp one way or the other.
How?
What they do is they actually harvest it and then they extract alginate from it, which is a binding agent. So they use that alginate when they make things like your salad dressings, toothpaste, mayonnaise,
Really?
cosmetics. Why do you think I sound pretty?
Yeah.
Because of, and of course, ice cream. So
Ice cream.
Ice cream that you love so much, I'm
And
sure.
then that's why it's in the cold water.
There we go.
Naturally,
There we go. That's it.
This is pretty thick. Windows. Well, how do I know that this is not gonna? Because where does it start? Where does it end? Because it's not inside here, but it looks like it's pretty thick.
It is actually pretty thick. This window, in fact, all our windows, our viewing windows here at the aquarium, we do not use glass, but instead we use acrylic plastic. And the reason we use acrylic plastic instead of glass is because acrylic does not distort, it also does not magnify. So basically what you see in here, this is the actual size of this animal. There we go. Hello, spotted gully. And the thickness, depending on the amount of water in each exhibit, basically. But for this one, the Kelp Forest, the thickness of this one, particular window is about 15 centimeters, which is quite thick.
So we're behind the scenes, getting a special tour with the penguins. This is the top side of the Kelp Forest exhibit, where the Rockhopper penguins are enjoying their morning swim in much colder water. Rockhopper penguins are the smallest of the crest penguin species, and they are found in the South Atlantic and Indian Oceans, living on rocky, inaccessible coastlines. Their breeding range is restricted to only 7 islands within this area, and due to their incredible jumping ability, they are recognized as the mountaineers among penguins. Every day, this gang walks the hallways of the aquarium, mingling with the staff on their way to and from the Kelp Forest pool. There's something you just don't see every day.
So fantastic. You just made my day. What is his name? Bubbles. Bubbles.
The Rockhopper penguins in this display were found stranded on Southern Cape beaches and were rehabilitated by the South African Foundation for the Conservation of Coastal Birds before being donated to the aquarium. Unfortunately, they cannot be released because of the risk of introducing diseases into the wild populations. So together we traveled through this beautiful aquarium and saw a lot of amazing things, and the penguins were the best. I don't know.
They were so good.
So cool.
Happy feet.
Msa, quickly come in here.
No, I want to be.
All right, this way. All right, Elias is behind the camera, and with these guys we toured the Two Oceans Aquarium. It was amazing. You guys should come here. A big thank you to the amazing people of the Two Oceans Aquarium. The way they assisted us with our visit and the friendliness that we were received shows their inner qualities and passion for the aquarium and the sea life family there. Msa and Pumza, thank you so much for hosting us and joining in front of the cameras. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Oh my giddy aunt. Amazing.
What is Gideon?
That was really cool.
And the sun is shining.
It's a sea.
Ooh, we gotta go check out the boats. Oh yeah. Wait. Wanna go sailing. Say that again. Say that again.
Nothing.
That's just going to seal the conversation.
No, disrespect.
You didn't- And a big thank you to Himna and Kara for joining us. You ladies are amazing and it was such fun having you with us exploring the aquarium.